Most interviews don't fall apart because you gave the wrong answer. They fall apart because the interviewer never really saw you. If your interviews feel stiff, one-sided, or like rapid fire Q&A, this is why. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get seen in the interview, not just as qualified, but as the candidate they can already picture on the team. And stay with me because I will give you the one question almost no one asks that quietly changes how the interviewers think about you. Hi, I'm Kate Kirschner, career strategist, 20 years in, and your career bestie and wingwoman. In my Get Seen series, we've already talked about how to get noticed on your resumes, and this video is about the next filter, which is the interview, and how to make sure you don't disappear once you finally get into that room. The candidates who get offers aren't typically the most qualified. They're the ones who build the strongest connection with their interviewer and make the interview seem like a conversation and not an interrogation. I'm going to walk you through 3 strategies that help you get seen in the interview, and then I'll give you the one question no one asks that sets top candidates apart every time. And the third one is the one most people skip, and it can cost them the offer. So make sure you stick around to find out. The first strategy is asking strategic questions. One of the fastest ways to stop sounding rehearsed is to stop only answering. Every once in a while, end your answer with a thoughtful, strategic question. For example, if they ask about contributing outside of your department, answer the question and then pivot with something like, how does this role contribute to larger company goals? Or after discussing your strengths, you might ask something like, what strengths do the most successful people in this role tend to have? This shows curiosity, business awareness, and real genuine interest without hijacking the interview. 2 or 3 of these questions is perfect, just enough to build a connection without hijacking the interview. The interviewers do have an agenda they want to work through, so it is important to keep that in mind here when you're asking your questions. The second strategy is asking clarifying questions. Not every interviewer asks great questions, and that's okay. Strong candidates don't guess, they clarify. If you're asked something really broad, like, tell me about your experience with AI, you can respond with something like, would you like me to focus on efficiency, implementation, or team adoption? This keeps your answer sharp, shows strategic thinking, and helps you give them exactly what they're looking for. This is one of those moments where interviewers mentally separate strong candidates from everyone else. The third strategy is just asking human questions because skills get you qualified, but human connection is what gets you remembered. Simple questions work just fine here, like, how long have you been with the company? Or what do you enjoy most about working here? Or what do you enjoy most about the company culture? And then this is the part that matters. Reflect back what you hear. If they mention collaboration, you might say something like, that really resonates with me because I do my best work in teams that support each other under pressure. Now you're not just answering questions, you're showing your alignment. Now, here's the question no one asked, and if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this because this is what sets you apart. First, you want to reflect on something you heard earlier in the conversation, maybe a goal, challenge, or pain point. For example, you might say something like, I heard you mention that streamlining onboarding for remote employees has been a challenge. Then connect your experience. In my last role, I reduced onboarding time by 60% by standardizing workflows across regions. Now, here is the magical question I've been telling you about. You say something like, is this how you picture me contributing to this role? This question shows active listening, confidence, and problem solving, and it shifts the dynamic. At that moment, they stop evaluating you and they start imagining you in the role and talking about you in the role. And that's what getting seen really looks like. To recap, getting seen in the interview isn't about perfect answers, it's about connection. Ask strategic questions, clarify when needed, reflect what you hear, and use the one powerful question to set yourself apart and get that offer. From your career bestie and wingwoman, go get seen and go get the offer. If this helped, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And I've also dropped my Get Seen job search guide in the comments, which goes over all of this in much more depth if you need some extra support. I'll see you next time.